Happy Martin Luther King, everyone. Today is January 19th, 2026. Let's talk about the games happen on Sunday, January 18th, 2026. The first game is the Grizzlies beat the Magic 126-109. This game was in London. Franz Wagner is back. Only played 25 minutes. He's ramping up, 14 points. It's okay. Banchero, 9 assists, 8 rebounds, and 16 points. But again, the efficiencies were just not there. No defensive stats, 4 turnovers. 9 assists is really nice to see Banchero. Banchero really has not improved much as a player in fantasy too, in real life. He's considered the best player on the team, but I feel like Wagner, right? Honestly, probably better. Wendell Carter Jr., 4 threes, 18 points, 2 steals, and 2 blocks, 4 assists, and 7 rebounds. What a game from him. If you need rebounds, definitely somebody you can roster on your team. And Desmond Bane had a pretty complete game, but again, with everybody back, he only took 12 shots, while Anthony Black had 15. Anthony Black is having a breakout this year. With Jalen Suggs out, he's able to start and play 35 minutes a night with everybody back. But the worry, of course, is when Jalen comes back. He's still going to play, I think, close to 30, but definitely not 37. For the Grizzlies, it's great to see Ja Morant pop off, play just 28 minutes, 24 points, 13 assists with 3 threes. Really good game from him as a plus 26. Zach Edey, the guy just cannot stay healthy. That's a common problem with big, guys his size. So Adama started at the center if you want to have him for now, for sure. Jaren Jackson Jr. added the defensive stat, 17 points. That's not bad. Jalen Wells had 3 threes, while Cedric Coward had 13 points. But, guys like Coward and Jalen Wells, they just don't do enough in fantasy. They're good 3-and-D guys, but none of them really get a lot of defensive stats, and they don't really get a lot of assists. So a lot of times it's really just some threes, some rebounds. And Cedric Coward is a pretty good efficiency guy, so that's about it. They really don't have too much upside. Cam Spencer does have upside, but this game he plays just 18 minutes. If Ja Morant is traded or whatever, and they don't give a point guard back, yeah, he's a must roster. But this game we clearly see when Ja is playing healthy, he doesn't get too much playing time. Well, this is also a blowout. Otherwise, maybe he got 25 minutes. The next one is the Brooklyn Nets lost to Chicago 102-124. And, Michael Porter Jr., he's been out. Rest. And Cam Thomas is still bad. 24 minutes off the bench, had 10 assists, but only took 6 shots. Yeah, his value is he's not good. But, we could use a buy low, like the owner might be super impatient with him. Like, you can probably get him, throw him like a top 100 player and see. But don't drop him. I think Cam Thomas should, still have some decent value, especially when it comes to points and threes. Claxton, very good game, but played just 23 minutes because of the blowout. Noah Clowney, get consistent minutes, 1 steal and 2 blocks. But just, I didn't really see him putting up huge numbers. He's pretty consistent giving us those, a steal and a block, maybe a 3 or 2. But other than that, I just haven't seen him score 30 points, playing on this team. Danny Wolf started. He could be maybe streamed with Michael Porter Jr. out. And then we look at Chicago. Mata, 17 points, 2 blocks, pretty good in 27 minutes. Jalen Smith need to be rostered. For now, he's just been getting a lot of minutes. And, this game they even started him at the power forward position. 10 rebounds, he grabbed a lot of rebounds, maybe some blocks and some threes. Vucevic, 17 points, 11 rebounds, 6 assists. That's also decent. And Kobe White had 24 points. Yeah, Josh Giddey is still out. So let's just roster Jalen Smith and see what happens when everybody comes back. Probably drop him after everybody comes back. Kobe has hit 7 threes. That's pretty good. And Trey Jones, of course, you can always stream him for assists. 10 assists and 2 steals in 24 points is really, he just really know how to rack up assists. And Ayo Dosunmu had 19 points. You can always stream him for some points. The next game is the Houston Rockets. They beat the Pelicans 119-110. Really not a surprise. The Rockets, although they've been playing without Şengün for a while, and they actually dropped. Now they are the 5th seed in the West. The West is just competitive, man. Just really competitive. From the second seed to the seventh seed, honestly, to the sixth seed, anything can happen as we get to the end of the season. We're halfway through. We're halfway through the season. For many teams, for some teams, Rockets, for example, they only played 40 so far. Zion Williamson finally starting 20 points. We should just be happy he's playing. Derrick Queen, 27 minutes, 15 points, 5 rebounds, 4 assists. He could be really good in fantasy. It's just he hasn't really put everything together yet. Could be a guy that we want to maybe take a fly on next year. So far this year, he's been very, very. His overall ranking hasn't been good. It's just the counting numbers. He could really give you all the numbers: rebound, assists, steals, blocks, threes, points. Right? It's just the efficiency and the lack of consistency. Trey Murphy, 3 threes, a steal and a block, decent. And they're playing Missy, 30 minutes as well. So yeah, Sadiq Bey still balling kind of. 29 minutes, 11 points. If you want to have him for some points and rebounds, that's totally fine. And Jordan Poole, what a bad year he's having. I don't think Jordan Poole needs to be rostered, but if he pops off, of course he has the potential to go for 30. It's just how often is he going to do it? Maybe once every 15 games when everybody else is out. First of all, he's coming off the bench. He doesn't get a lot of minutes. 25 minutes, and he's, sure he can put up 12, 13 shots. It just doesn't do enough in other areas, and he even missed free throws as well. So I think, personally, he's droppable. For the Houston Rockets, KD struggled, 5 for 18, 18 points, 8 assists. It's pretty good. Şengün came back. Just a weird game from him. Well, actually, a big game from him. 5 steals and a block, 8 rebounds and 4 assists. Beautiful from Şengün. Amen Thompson played 40 minutes. And he's a plus 21. They just give it. You're playing the New Orleans Pelicans, and the coach just doesn't want to give other guys more minutes. Like Shepherd, I guess he was struggling, played just 17 minutes, so just decided to go with Jabari, who also played 40 minutes, 32 points, and 8 rebounds. He had a big one with 7 threes. The next game is the Charlotte Hornets. They beat Denver Nuggets 110-87. The Denver Nuggets, I saw hey, they won a couple games, and everybody's like, oh, is Jokic actually good? Yeah, I mean, in the short amount of time, when you look at a small sample size, really anything can happen. But if you look at longer sample size, I mean, it's a joke that if you folks think the Denver is actually better. And of course, you don't have Jokic. Teams don't really prepare you that much. Don't really have a game plan. So random things can happen, like Peyton Watson have a big, week or two, scoring 30 every night. Now this game is a plus minus 29, and it's not like you're playing some really good teams. You're playing the Charlotte Hornets. Although Charlotte Hornets, as of late, they are picking it up. The Hornets, they are 5-5, and they are outside looking in. If they keep this up, they could fight for a 10 seed. It's not impossible. They're 3.5 games out. LaMelo played just 19 minutes here. I guess this is just the approach moving for the rest of the season. Is they're not giving him a lot of minutes, or did he get hurt? Let's see. No, he's not hurt. He's just playing 19 minutes. And also, this game is also a blowout. That's why. Brandon Miller, 23 minutes for threes, pretty good. Diabate, let's just roster him. He's been getting a lot of minutes, a lot of playing time, and he's been putting up good numbers. If he can get 30 minutes a night, I think he's a must roster. And right now, for whatever reason, right, Ryan Cockburner, just coming off the bench, 8 for 10. Let's just continue to roster Cockburner and see how things go. But yeah, Diabate right now is getting more minutes, so let's roster him. Miles Bridges, 7 points, that's it. And Knippel had 14 points. That's also decent. For Denver Nuggets, yeah, they got blown out. Jamal Murray, 16 points and two assists. Pretty bad game. They just don't have it yesterday. Peyton Watson remain on much roster and really try to sell him. As guys coming back slowly, Aaron Gordon was out. He averaged a couple games with 30 points. That's just not sustainable. But he's getting a lot of great defensive stats. So 1 steal and 3 blocks, pretty good. And all these guys right now could be rostered. Spencer Jones, Jalen Pickett, They just don't have enough bodies right now. Moving on to the next game, the Trailblazers, they beat the Kings 117-110. Really no surprise here. How about Donovan Killigan? 17 rebounds, 8 for 8 from the free throw line. I didn't know he's such a great free throw shooter. He turned into one, I guess, this year. He improved in that area. 75th ranked player. Well, never mind. He's shooting 67% from the line this year overall. I will say, like, 10.9 rebounds is really good. Shooting 54%. It's just 1.3 blocks. That's what happens a lot of times. You know, the big men, once they start, they really change their game when it comes to block shots. Just not that aggressive going for these block shots. You know, just 1.7 on the season. Shaedon Sharpe hit 3 threes, need to be rostered right now. And where is Jrue Holiday? Where is Jrue Holiday? I think they're doing the right thing, not playing Jrue Holiday huge minutes because, you know, they want to develop young guys. He's been out for a while, I think. Danny Advia, of course, is balling 30 points, 8 rebounds, 8 assists. Yeah, not enough people are talking about him, but he's really balling this year. And Kamara had 17 points and 1 block. 7 for 7. Wow, what a game from him. And I'm interested to see Caleb Love, how he's doing. Is he going to get more playing time as we get to the end of the season? It's hard. You know, his skill set, really, when you have Danny Advia already, you probably don't need a lot of Caleb Love. Of course, you have Shaedon Sharpe in the lineup. You kind of want more 3-and-D guys. And, you have other guys like Jeremy Grant who can really score too. For the Kings, it's a mess, but Russell Westbrook, he might be the most consistent fantasy player on this team. He's not the best because of the bad efficiencies, but I think in category leagues, he might. I need to double check on that, but 7 assists, 3 steals, 3 threes, 23 points. That looks pretty good to me. Sabonis, he came back last week, plays his 20 minutes. So if you have Renard, I think it's okay to just let him go. He had 9 rebounds in 23 minutes. It's decent, but with Sabonis back, I don't think we really need to hold on to him further. Just not enough minutes. DeRozan, 14 points, 2 steals and blocks, 7 assists. Pretty good line here. The one worry is Zach LaVine also put up 18 points. The Kings, they're 14th right now. 23 games. They're 7 games out of the 10 seed. So it's pretty safe to say, just give it another month maybe, that mathematically they're almost out of the 10 seed. When that happens, what are they going to do with those guys' minutes? And are they going to make any type of trades? So we'll see. Be interesting to see the Kings, if they, whether or not they blow up the roster. They just have a bad year. Maybe the lineup just doesn't make a lot of sense. And of course, Sabonis is being out. Last game of the night, the Lakers, they've been falling in the standings quite a bit. And after this win, there are 6 seed in the West, 5-5 in their last 10. And of course, Austin Reeves being out. We get that. For Toronto, Colin Murray-Boyle's been getting a lot of hype. He's been starting. I think we got to roster him and just see how things go. 3 blocks, 7 assists, and 7 rebounds and 5 assists. We know Pirtle has been out. It will be interesting to see what happens with his minutes when Pirtle comes back. But it's not looking good for Pirtle because the rookie is playing fairly well. I think they're still going to go back to Pirtle. But for now, let's just roster him just in case things go the other way. He's been, if he plays super, super well, they kind of have to give him minutes. They do have a bunch of injuries right now. RJ Barrett was out. Scotty, 22 points is okay, 9 assists, and Brandon Ingram, 7 for 19, but added the defensive stats and had 7 assists as well. So decent game from him. And Emmanuel quickly just have, 7 assists is okay, but yeah, when you play the Lakers supposedly is a really bad defensive team. They did not take advantage of the Lakers. Luka, for the Lakers, another big game, just horrible efficiency, 8 for 23. Luka has not been good in the last month or so. He, across 9 category leagues, he's just the 11th ranked player on the season, shooting 46% from the field and 78% from the line. So his efficiencies has just been really, really bad, and 4.5 turnovers, of course. It should be better. I would buy low. Look, You got Laurie Markkinen, you got Steph Curry, you got Donovan Mitchell, you got Jamal Murray, Trey Murphy, Anthony Edwards, Jalen Johnson. Right, these guys should all be. Luka should be better than all of them. So really not. It's a no-brainer. Just try to buy Luka low. The owner might be a little bit impatient because they feel like he's just super bad efficiency, but he'll get better. LeBron 2 3s, 7 assists. LeBron is doing balling though. Great, plus 18 here. And DeAndre Ayton really bought out 25 points and 13. Try to sell him. Just don't believe in Ayton's consistency. And Marcus Smart chipped in 8 points and 2 threes. This Laker team, feels like they have a really high ceiling. It's just they just gotta get a couple of guys, like roster wise, that just fit the roster. And it's not hard, I feel like, to get those guys, 3-and-D guys. Maybe just don't have enough salary. Rui Hachimura, maybe with him coming back, it could help because he's pretty perfect playing next to all these guys. All right, guys, I'll see you tomorrow.